Splash water on a hot enough pan, and it will not just sizzle away instantly. It will dance across the surface instead. This is called the Leidenfrost effect, named after the German doctor who first studied it back in the 1700s, long before anyone understood the physics behind it. When a surface gets hot enough, far past water's normal boiling point, a strange thing happens at the point of contact. The bottom of the droplet instantly vaporizes into a thin cushion of steam, forming a barrier between the water and the metal before the rest of the droplet even reacts. That steam layer insulates the rest of the droplet from direct contact with the pan, and steam is actually a poor conductor of heat compared to metal, so it acts like a tiny, invisible pillow. With no direct contact, heat transfers much more slowly than you would expect, and the droplet can skate across the surface on its own tiny cushion of vapor, almost like an air hockey puck. It can last far longer than a drop on a merely warm pan, sometimes gliding around for a surprising stretch of time before finally disappearing completely. Here's the part that breaks intuition completely. A pan that is extremely hot can make water evaporate slower than one that is only moderately hot. Hotter in this one specific case actually means the droplet survives longer, not shorter, because the vapor cushion forms faster and more completely, protecting the droplet almost instantly. Chefs actually use this effect as a practical kitchen test, flicking a few drops of water into a pan to see if it beads up and skitters around before deciding it is ready for cooking. If the water just sizzles flat and vanishes right away, the pan is not hot enough yet. If it dances and skates around, it is ready for the next step. The same effect shows up with rice or grains tossed into a very hot wok, skittering and jumping slightly before settling, driven by tiny amounts of trapped moisture flashing into vapor on contact. Engineers rely on a version of this too, when quenching red-hot metal parts in liquid, since a vapor layer briefly forming around the metal changes exactly how fast it cools and hardens, which matters enormously for how strong the finished part ends up being. Scientists have taken the same principle into far more extreme demonstrations, briefly dipping a wet hand into molten lead or liquid nitrogen without harm, since a protective vapor layer forms almost instantly on contact with skin. The moisture on the skin flashes into a cushion fast enough to prevent a burn for a brief moment, though nobody should ever attempt that without real expertise and proper safety training. The effect even applies in reverse, with liquid nitrogen dropped onto a surface near room temperature, letting the nitrogen droplets glide around like tiny hovering pucks skating on their own vapor. In that case, the room temperature surface is what counts as scorching hot, relative to nitrogen's extremely low boiling point, so the exact same cushion effect kicks in. It is the same underlying rule playing out at wildly different temperature scales, hot pan and warm floor alike, as long as the gap to the liquid's boiling point is large enough. It looks almost like the laws of physics are taking a break, water refusing to just boil away the way it is supposed to. The droplet even settles into a slightly flattened dome shape while it glides, held up on its own cushion of vapor rather than resting flat against the metal beneath it. Really, it is just a paper-thin layer of vapor doing exactly what physics predicts, holding liquid just barely off the surface beneath it, one invisible cushion at a time. Follow along for more facts like this one.